Today, we are going to do what most people never do in their entire career. Build one fully tailored CV for a specific job using AI in a way that actually matches what the employer is asking for. So by the end of this video, you will have a clear system to go from job description, keywords, bullet points, formatting, all in one flow. This is day 5 of the 30-day AI job upgrade challenge. I'm Eric, an AI specialist and founder of the AI Vision Consulting. In day 2, we used AI to find better paid roles you're already qualified for. In day 3, we rewrote your bullet point using the XYZ formula. And in day 4, we cleaned up your CV so ATS robots can actually read it. Today, we are going to combine all of that into a single role-specific CV you can send out with confidence. Let's start with a simple truth. Generic CVs get generic results. When you send the same CV to 20 different roles, you're basically telling every employer, I haven't taken the time to understand what you actually need. The good news is you don't have to start from scratch every time. You just need a strong base and a repeatable tailoring process. And that's exactly what AI is perfect for. Here is a high-level system we're building today in 4 simple steps. Step 1, choose one target job description. Step 2, extract the real requirements and the keywords. Step 3, map your existing experience to those requirements. Step 4, let AI help you assemble a tailored CV for the role in ATS-friendly format. Now let's go through this live and let me show you exactly how to do this step by step. So for step 1, pick your target role. Ideally, one of the roles that's scored highly in day 2. For example, I'll use a project coordinator role. So you can use any office-based role, either project support, business support, operations assistant, junior business analyst, whatever matches your background. Just copy the full job description and paste it into AI. So I'll copy the full job description for this project coordinator role that I've been using from day 1, since it matches the CV that I'll use for this. So I'll just copy this and I'll go back to my own AI that I prefer using. Like I say, you can always use any of the chat platform you prefer, but I think I like Claude. You can either use ChatGPT or you can use Gemini, but I'm going with Claude for this. So I'll just paste that job description here. So once you've pasted that, then we'll move to step 2. So this is where you extract what actually matters. I'll give you an exact prompt that you can give to the AI to help you extract what matters from this role. Now, this is the first prompt to use for today. So it says, I'm applying for this job role attached here. Act as a hiring manager for this role and 1, list the top 10 responsibilities in plain language. 2, it lists the top 10 skills, keywords that appear most often or seem most important. 3, grade this into 3 to 4 teams. For example, coordinations, scheduling, stakeholder communication, reporting and administration, problem solving, and initiative. Then 4, tell me in 3 to 4 sentences what kind of person they are really looking for. So now you want the AI to go through the job description first, analyze it, look at the key skills, the keyword, and help you understand the kind of person they are looking for before you proceed with your experience. So I'll just copy this prompt, copy this whole prompt. Remember, we've already pasted the JD here. So I'll just go to the top and I'll page down, so paste it at the top. Okay, so now we've pasted the prompt, which includes the job description. I'll just send, and let's just give the AI some time so it goes through, analyzes the job description based on what you're asking it to look for. So let's give it some time and just allow it just cook. And once it's done, we'll be able to see what it comes up with. So it's currently reading the job description to understand the kind of person they are looking for. And now it's coming up with exactly what we asked for. So this is the 10 responsibilities. Okay, so I had to change the browser because I was using this on the app, but I noticed that it's a bit tiny and it's not allowing me to enlarge the screen so it will be clearer for most people to see. So I had to switch over to the web browser. So with the web browser, I can always enlarge the screen so you can see clearly what it gives us. Now, if you're looking at the app, it's basically the same thing. What the app gave us is the same thing: 10 responsibilities, 10 keywords and skills. So it's still the same thing, but I just had to color code, just had to use color to make it a bit beautiful. But it's still the same thing: top 10 skills, 3 to 4 teams. And that's the same thing we have here: top 10 responsibilities, top 10 skills and keywords, the teams grouped into 4 teams. Now let's look at the results it's giving us. So first of all, it looks at the top 10 responsibilities, which is written in a plain language for you to understand. So they're telling you what they're expecting from you and what they're expecting you to be able to do if you get that role. Then it looked at the top 10 skills and the keywords. So it gave you the keyword and the skills which is expected to be on your CV if you're applying for this job. So you see exactly what the team is all about in terms of the job description. So it grouped them into 4 different teams: documentation and compliance, project tracking and coordination, stakeholder communication and commercial support, continuous improvement, and initiative. So this is basically the skills or the experience you should have if you want to be qualified for this role. And now it gave us what they are really looking for. So it says they want someone who is fundamentally a process person, someone who finds genuine satisfaction in making sure every document, revision, and milestones is tracked, correct, and on time. The ideal candidate isn't just organized, they are the person other people rely on to keep the project from falling through the cracks when things get busy. So if you read through, you see exactly what they are looking for on this role. So now we can move to the next step, which is step 3. So what we'll do now will be to map your actual background to these targets. You take your current CV, which is the clean single column one you built in day 4, and you paste your experience section into the same chart. And we'll also use this same prompt as well. So we want to use the clean CV that we created yesterday. I'll just Control A to highlight everything, and let's see if it actually did highlight everything. Let's see. Okay, so that's fine. Then I'll Control C or just copy, and we'll go back to the AI. And okay, so I was using the browser now. We'll go back to the AI and let's paste this as well. So it has pasted this, and let's go back to the prompt. Let's go back to the prompt. So this is the second prompt. Let's see, attached here. Okay, so this is the second prompt. I just copy this prompt, copy, and I'll go back to the AI and I'll paste this prompt. Let's see what it comes up with. Let's see. Okay, so now it's going through exactly what we're asking for. Okay. Now, this step is very critical. It forces AI to show you where you're already strong and where you might need to build a new example or add more details. So if we look at what it has given us so far, let's see. So now let's just see what it's talking about. So it says, hi, I'm right, Eric. I'll be straight with you here as I was the last time. We looked at this kind of mismatch. Rebecca's CV is strong for care work, but the gap between senior care assistant and project coordinator in engineering manufacturing is significant. That said, let me pull out the best available evidence team by team and be honest about where the gaps are. So now what it's basically doing is pulling out the strong evidence where this CV matches the job description. So it says strongest evidence. This is actually Rebecca's best crossover area. Her senior care assistant role at Awkward shows consistent documentation discipline. So that part is very strong. And here there's also where you need to emphasize the bullet point about care plan documentation, zero medication errors, proves meticulous record. So this is still explaining the team why this documentation and compliance matches what she has on her CV. Then another one, project tracking and coordination, strongest evidence. So now this is showing you team by team on how your experience matches what they're actually looking for, what the JD is actually looking for. So it's grouped them into different teams: documentation and compliance, project tracking and coordination, stakeholder communication and commercial support, and continuous improvement and initiative. So this has actually analyzed Rebecca's CV as against what the JD is asking for. And it will give you exactly the explanation, what you need to know, and how it thinks your CV matches, and where your CV has strongest points, and also where it weaks, where it has weakness as well. Rebecca can credibly claim two of the four teams: documentation and compliance, transferable mindset, different domain, and continuous improvement. So now, after the whole comparison, after going through your CV and the job description, it will give you the final assessment on what you can do, how to improve, and what where it thinks your CV matches the job description, and how you can also improve on that if you don't have that experience. And basically, just help you, give you the final summary of what you can do going forward. So that is what this step is all about. Now, for step 4, we'll need to assemble a tailored CV for that specific role. And we'll be using the final prompt for this. So I'll go back to that prompt guide as well. And this is the third prompt. So this prompt says, using the job description and my experience above, create a tailored CV for these specific roles. Rules: use an ATS-friendly single column format, which says sections, name and contacts, profile, case, just the same way we've used on the previous section. Summarize me in 3 to 4 lines as a career changer into the target role. So now you paste that target role here, which you're trying to apply for, using the theme from the job description. And in key skills, list 8 to 12 skills or keyword that matches the job descriptions and are genuinely supported by my experience. In experience parts, rewrite my bullet points using the XYZ formula. Accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. Prioritize evidence that proves I can do this specific role. Do not invent new experience. This is very important. Do not invent new experience. Now, you're telling the AI not to formulate or not to lie on your CV, but they should use only the experience you have. So that's very important. So you'll be able to defend it during interview. Only reframe what I've done. Use a simple readable date format and clear role or company headings. So I'll just, before I copy this, let me just get the target role first. So this is the project coordinator. I'll just get that and paste it here. Target role, project coordinator. So let me remove formatting. So why is it not pasting? Target role, project coordinator. So I'll just do that like that. Target role project coordinator, using the themes from the job description. Remove link. Okay, so let's just highlight everything, copy, and go back to our AI. Then let's give it this last prompt and see what it comes up with. So the AI is still converting or rewriting our CV, so it looks ATS friendly and has exactly what we asked it to. Let's give it some time for it to finish creating the tailored CV. Okay, so now it has been able to write the complete CV and also in an ATS-friendly formatting. So it is still as plain as this, just that it's because I'm using Claude, it's hard to make it look a bit neat and tidy, but it's still the same ATS-friendly kind of CV which it has written. It has the contacts section, it has the profile section, the key skills, the experience. So this is the first draft of what it's supposed to do for you and how you matched that job description. So you need to go through this just to make sure that this actually tells a true picture about what you've done. So at this point, your job is not to accept everything blindly. Your job is to edit it like human, just to make sure that it matches your experience. That way you'll be able to defend it during interview. Another thing you can do is to read the profile out loud. Does it sound like you? Are there any phrases that feel too buzzwordy or not in your voice? Those ones you can always tweak just to make it sound like you. And make sure you check every metric and fact in the experience section. Adjust the numbers to what you can stand behind during interviews, just to make sure that it shows or tells a complete story about what you've done. And if the AI has included a keyword that is technically true but feels stretched, you can either support it with a clearer example or you remove it completely. So this is exactly what you need to do to make it ready. Finally, so once everything is fine, you just copy everything into your CV document and give it a final tidy up, like the spacing, consistent bullet style, and also the consistent formatting as well. Make sure that it's ready for you to be able to use. But if you use that's one of the reasons why I prefer using Claude. If you use a very good model, they'll be able to, or a very good AI chat model, they can create an CV ready standard for you. So this is already perfect. I don't need to do anything. Well, the only thing I need to do next is to make sure that the skills, the experience is exactly what I've done. And it's something that I can defend. So I'll just go through the entire CV just to make sure that it speaks the same language or it was written in my own tone and in my own voice. So once that is fine and I can see that everything is perfect, I'll just go ahead to download this and it will be downloaded to my system. I'll just open it in a Word document so you can see. So this is the CV in a Word document. So I'll just go through it here. If there are some things that I need to change, like for instance, I can remove all this hyphen and change it to semicolon. Remove this hyphen, change to semicolon as well. So just something to make it look, just add that human touch to it. Don't just take what the AI gave you and just upload it and use it to apply for a job. Still do your own finishing touches to it. Just make sure it looks human, not like AI generated. So once everything is fine, once it's good to go, you just have to rename it. Like I said, Rebecca Palmer, Project Coordinator CV. So that's fine. So you now have a role-specific CV that is much more targeted than anything you could have built by hand in the same time frame. Now here is your action for day 5. Pick one target job description, just one. Run the 4-step process, extract responsibilities, keywords, and themes. Map out your existing experience to those themes. Ask AI to assemble a tailored CV using an ATS-friendly structure and the XYZ bullets that we discussed in our previous video. Edit, verify, and save that CV with the job title in the file name. For example, first name, last name, then project support officer. So then that way you'll be able to know that this particular CV is for this particular role. So whenever you're applying for a different role or try to apply for a different role, you'll still have a different CV that is aligned to that job description, and it will be also named that same role as well. Like for instance, if you're applying for a data or junior data analyst role, you can change it to Rebecca Palmer, junior data analyst CV. So that way you can differentiate different CVs for different jobs. Don't use one CV for different jobs you're applying for. That is a crime that you should not commit. Okay, so drop a comment below with the job title for which you tailored your CV today. I want to see the kind of roles you're targeting, and I may pick a few examples to walk through in future videos. So tomorrow in day 6, we move to cover letters. I'll show you how to write a tailored cover letter in under 10 minutes using AI without sounding generic or copy-paste, and how to make it work together with the CV you just built. If this tutorial helped you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you catch every day of this challenge. Share this video with one person who keeps sending the same CV to every job they're applying for. And remember, every prompt you've seen today is going into the free AI job search prompt pack that will be available at the end of the 30 days. See you on day 6.